the Ultimate Spider-Man, unmasking the exclusive secrets of the Web Slinger and behind-the-scenes trivia. Let's talk about Spider-Man, the superhero who has been saving the world since he first appeared in comic books in the early 1960s. But let's be real, we all know him because of the movies, and boy, we do have a lot to say about those adaptations. And welcome to Insanely Trivia, a place where you get deep knowledge of all your favorite movies as we explore all the exciting origin and interesting facts, as well as production and behind the scenes of all fascinating movies. I'm Chris King, and you might want to just sit back and relax because the show is about to get insane. Before we dive in, if you haven't already done this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because trust me, you don't want to miss out a damn of what we give you right here. First of all, we have to acknowledge the real hero of the story, Stan Lee. This man was a genius, and he created Spider-Man in 1962. The idea behind the character was that he was a normal teenager who got bitten by a radioactive spider. This gave him superhuman powers, which he used to fight crime and save the world. Fast forward to 2002, and we have the first Spider-Man movie. This movie was directed by Sam Raimi and starred Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker Spider-Man. It was a huge hit, and it's no wonder why. The movie was action-packed and funny, and heartwarming all at the same time. Plus, who could forget that iconic upside-down kiss? But what inspired the production of this movie? Well, comic book fans have been waiting for a Spider-Man movie for years, but it wasn't until the success of movies like Men and Blade that Hollywood realized the potential of superhero movies. This led to the creation of the Spider-Man movie, which was a huge gamble at the time. The movie was a huge success, and it spawned more movies in the franchise. But let's be honest, Spider-Man 3 isn't great. It had too many villains and too many plot lines, and it just didn't live up to the first two movies. Speaking of villains, let's talk about some of the most iconic ones from the Spider-Man movies. We had the Green Goblin, played by Willem Dafoe, Doc Ock, played by Alfred Molina, Sandman, played by Thomas Hayden Church, Venom, played by Topher Grace, and the Lizard, played by Rhys Ifans. All of these villains were memorable in their own way, but who could forget Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin? That man was scary.
Make me sick. Leave me alone. Hiding in the shadows.
Norman Osborn, Green Goblin is just like, to see him work when we're on this.
Wanted something created by new tech. They wanted it scary and they wanted it hard. But
now let's talk about the movie. In 2012, we got The Amazing Spider-Man, which starred Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker Spider-Man. This movie tried to differentiate itself from the previous franchise by focusing on a darker story and a different love interest, Gwen Stacy, played by Emma Stone. But it wasn't as well received as the first franchise. And let's not forget about Spider-Man's appearances in other movies. He's been a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe since 2016, when he appeared in Captain America: Civil War. This led to two solo movies for Spider-Man, Spider-Man: Homecoming and Spider-Man: Far From Home, both of which were huge hits. Let's talk about the actors' lifestyles and relationships. Tobey Maguire is happily married with two children, and Kirsten Dunst is engaged to fellow actor Jesse Plemons. Andrew Garfield has been linked to Emma Stone in the past, but he's currently single. As for the current Spider-Man, Tom Holland, he's been rumored to be dating his Spider-Man co-star Zendaya, but neither of them have confirmed anything. Spider-Man scandals. Did you know that the Spider-Man clone saga began in the early 1990s when Peter Parker was seemingly killed and replaced by a clone, Ben Reilly? This led to a number of other clones being introduced into the story, including a clone of Gwen Stacy and a female version of Peter Parker. The storyline became increasingly complex and confusing, and eventually, it was revealed that Ben Reilly was actually the original Peter Parker, and that the Peter Parker readers had been following was actually a clone. In one more day, this revelation was retconned and the entire clone saga was wiped from continuity. Spider-Man's role in pop culture. Spider-Man has become more than just a comic book character or a movie franchise. He's a cultural icon. His iconic red and blue suit, web-slinging abilities, and witty one-liners have inspired countless fans and creators alike. From merchandise like t-shirts, action figures, and Halloween costumes to video games, cartoons, and even Broadway musicals, Spider-Man has left his mark on pop culture in a big way. And with the recent success of the movies and plans for future projects, it's clear that his influence will only continue to grow. But what makes Spider-Man so special? Perhaps it's his reliability. He's not just some alien from another planet, godly being or a billionaire playboy with fancy gadgets. He's Peter Parker, a normal teenager who struggles with everyday problems like schoolwork, relationship. Most of all, he even became the most famous person in the world but was still broke. Or maybe it's the synonym message about, I don't know how I forgot, but probably something about great power and responsibility stuff, right? This simple but deep message has become synonymous with Spider-Man movies and has resonated with fans for decades. Whatever the reason may be, there's no denying that Spider-Man has become an important part of our cultural landscape. And as long as there are new stories to tell and new adventures to be had, we'll keep coming back for more. Spider-Man's impact on diversity and representation. One of the most important aspects of Spider-Man's legacy is his impact on diversity and representation in media. Peter Parker was one of the first superheroes who wasn't a white male billionaire. He was a working-class teenager from Queens. This representation was groundbreaking at the time, and it paved the way for other diverse characters to be introduced into comics and other forms of media. In recent years, we've seen Miles Morales take up the mantle of Spider-Man in both comics and movies. Miles is a biracial teenager who brings a fresh perspective to the character. Spider-Man has also been portrayed as in various comic book storylines, with characters like Mary Jane Watson and Gwen Stacy being reimagined as queer. This representation is crucial for fans who are often overlooked or underrepresented in mainstream media. Furthermore, Spider-Man has faced real-world issues like racism, police brutality, and immigration in his stories. These themes are especially relevant today, and they help to create empathy and understanding among readers. Overall, Spider-Man's impact on diversity and representation cannot be overstated. He has opened doors for marginalized voices to be heard and has shown that anyone can be a hero regardless of their background or identity. Spider-Man is one of the most beloved superheroes of all time, and for good reason. The movies are action-packed, funny, and heartwarming, and the characters are unforgettable. Whether you're a fan of the original trilogy or the MC, there's no denying that Spider-Man will always have a special place in our hearts, and it seems like Spider-Man isn't going anywhere anytime soon. With the success of the recent movies, there are already plans for a third installment of the franchise. Plus, there are rumors of a live-action Spider-Verse movie, which would bring together multiple versions of Spider-Man from different universes. But it's not just on the big screen where Spider-Man is making waves. It's clear that Spider-Man has become a cultural icon, inspiring countless fans and creators alike. And with new projects on the horizon, it's safe to say that we'll be seeing more of this amazing superhero for years to come. The future of Spider-Man, there are rumors of a live-action Spider-Verse movie which would bring together multiple versions of Spider-Man from different universes. This idea was teased in the post-credits scene of Into the Spider-Verse and has been eagerly anticipated by fans ever since. But it's not just movies that are on the horizon for Spider-Man. There are also rumors of a new video game sequel in development. The first game, released in 2018, was a massive success and received critical acclaim for its storytelling and gameplay mechanics. With all these projects in development, it's clear that Spider-Man will continue to be a major player in pop culture for years to come. And with his message of responsibility and his impact on diversity and representation, he will continue to inspire fans young and old alike. Spider-Man's lessons for life beyond the action-packed scenes and witty on-liners. Spider-Man has also taught us valuable lessons for life. Here are just a few. With great power comes great responsibility. This iconic phrase has become synonymous with Spider-Man and reminds us that we all have a responsibility to use our talents and abilities for good. It's okay to be different. Peter Parker wasn't your typical superhero. He was a working-class teenager from Queens. His reliability and unique perspective made him stand out from other heroes, and it's a reminder that being different can be a strength. Never give up. Spider-Man faces countless challenges and obstacles in his adventures, but he never gives up. He perseveres through adversity and always finds a way to save the day. Family and friends are important. Peter Parker's relationships with his mate, Mary Jane Watson, Gwen Stacy, and others are an integral part of his story. They provide him with support, love, and guidance when he needs it most. Be true to yourself. Peter Parker struggles with balancing his responsibilities as Spider-Man with his personal life as Peter Parker. But ultimately, he learns that being true to himself is more important than trying to fit into someone else's expectations. These lessons may seem simple, but they hold powerful truths for all of us. And that's just one more reason why Spider-Man will always be an amazing superhero in our heart. Spider-Man's impact on mental health awareness. Another important aspect of Spider-Man's legacy is his impact on mental health awareness. Throughout his stories, Peter Parker has faced numerous challenges and struggles with anxiety, depression, and PTSD. These issues are not often addressed in mainstream media, but Spider-Man's portrayal of them has helped to create dialogue around mental health. His experiences have shown that even superheroes can struggle with their mental health and that it's okay to seek help. In addition to this, Spider-Man has also been used as a symbol for mental health awareness campaigns. For example, the Web Slinger project was launched in 2019 by the American Psychological Association to promote mental health among children and teenagers using Spider-Man as a role model. Overall, Spider-Man's impact on mental health awareness is an important part of his legacy. By showing that even superheroes can struggle with their mental health, he has helped to break down stigmas and create a more open conversation about these issues. Spider-Man's influence on the film industry. Spider-Man has had a significant impact on the film industry since his first appearance in 2002. The success of the original trilogy, directed by Sam Raimi and starring Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker Spider-Man, paved the way for other superhero movies. The franchise also introduced new technology and special effects that were groundbreaking at the time. For example, the use of CGI to create Spider-Man's web-slinging abilities was a major achievement in visual effects. Furthermore, Spider-Man's popularity led to an increase in comic book adaptations being made into movies. Today, superhero movies are some of the highest-grossing films of all time, with franchises like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and DC Extended Universe dominating box offices worldwide. Spider-Man has also influenced other aspects of filmmaking, such as costume design and soundtrack composition. His iconic red and blue suit has become one of the most recognizable costumes in pop culture, while his theme song is instantly recognizable to fans. Spider-Man's influence on the film industry cannot be overstated. He has helped to shape modern cinema as we know it and continues to inspire filmmakers and audiences alike. And most of all, it inspires YouTube creators like us to make more videos, but that is if you subscribe now. Check out for more videos like this on our channel where we dive deep into your favorite movie. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like this video, and if you don't like it, please subscribe anyway. It's free and for all. I'm Chris King and this is Say Trivia, and until next time, stay amazing.